We're here, ATA 2023, and we are getting to introduce the brand new Tethrd lockdown saddle. We're at the new product launch here, and I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah, this is actually for the first time in the history of Tethrd, we were able to keep a product under wraps without accidentally leaking it.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, we've had a hard time with that in the past. I'm guilty here. So yeah, this is the lockdown. We have, this is kind of our 5-year anniversary saddle, and this is really a culmination of what we've been doing as Tethrd since our inception.
And it's really completely different than everything that we've done in the past.
Right. We've taken little parts of stuff that we've done in the past, and we've put a lot of new tech, new ideas, and a lot of thought into this system. And it is truly a system. It is a saddle that comes with its own proprietary yoke, I guess you would say, but we tried to do everything reverse engineered.
New yoke, new cis haulers.
Yep.
Utilibridge 2.0, comfort channels.
This thing is money. It's going to stay where you put it. It will not move until you want it to. It's awesome. The lockdown pockets, they're true one-handed operation pockets. They have an internal substructure, internal frame, semi-flexible. They're permanently attached to the saddle, which just makes it really cool. These basically have twice the volume of our fat bottom pouches, our
cis haulers,
our largest cis haulers,
our big cis haulers.
But they sit closer to your body than any pouch that we've ever created.
And normally we'd make these modular. We'd make them attach with our 3-bar slider attachment system.
Yes.
But we chose not to on this because attaching it, sewing it on in 2 places like Carl came up with, it makes the whole system more rigid, more support, and it makes it even more comfortable. So that's why we did it that way, because it just made sense for this particular saddle design.
And if you look at him from the front here, I mean, it's very high speed, low drag. Everything is nice and tucked into your body. You can really
these pockets, they're awesome. So you've got the big, huge, one-handed internal storage. These things are giant. You've got internal organization in here if you want it. If you don't want it, you don't have to use it. Then you've got your external secure organization here. Then you've got your just expandable, we call them bowling ball pouches. So you can stuff your beanie, your headlamp, whatever, just really quick, easy access. And it truly is, it's one-handed. No matter where you are in the tree, you do not have to fight to get into these, which is some feedback that we've consistently gotten over the years. The cis haulers, the way they're designed, they work phenomenally well, but if there is a drawback to the cis hauler, it's getting in sometimes.
You have to come across with that other arm.
It can take two hands sometimes. So we solved that with the way you engineered that skeleton in there.
Right. Yeah, that took care of that issue.
Then the coolest part.
Here we go.
Let's talk about the coolest part. We'll spin powder around here.
Yeah, this is powder.
Well, before we mention that, it is all, we made sure to make it backwards compatible with our Predator packs. This one is the standard Predator pack, and it's dressed up with some of our cool Molly pouches. It just looks really cool. You can use it's awesome.
Yeah. You don't have to run it like this, but early season when you're going out literally hunting in a t-shirt, this is all you need.
And you probably don't even need all this, to be honest, because you can put so much stuff in here. This is overkill.
Another reason I decided to incorporate a yoke dedicated to this saddle was because the volume of these pockets is so big. You're going to put more stuff in them because you can, so it just helps. There's actually an internal structure piece inside the back of this yoke, keeps it from collapsing, wanting to fold in on itself. It makes it ride really, really nice. But yeah,
talk about how we solve the expandable saddle body.
So the expandable saddle body is not new. Give credit where credit's due. Arrow Hunter actually created the expandable saddle body several years ago. I don't believe they're making saddles anymore. But yeah, they came out with that original idea of the expanding saddle body. But one of the reasons we waited so long to address it is we wanted it to work like we thought it should.
We didn't just want to release a Me Too, here's our thing. We wanted it to actually be better.
Right, yeah. We wanted to really improve on it.
And it is.
You can see it wants to close itself back up. The beauty is in its simplicity as far as the solution that we had on it. One of the problems with so many expanding body saddles is that once they break in and once the wearer's walking around in them, they just fall open, they stay open, and there was never a solution there. There was nothing you could do about it. you went from having a regular size saddle to a double XL saddle, even if you didn't want it to be. So this was kind of our solution on that. And we added some handles down here on the bottom. These are deployment handles for the expanding seam. And guys, the comfort of this thing,
it's amazing.
It's
one final thing we'll say, if you've ever used elastic for a long term, you know that it does not last. So we went through prototypes of sewing it in different configurations, and we knew that this elastic is going to wear out. So
but we don't know when yet.
Yeah, we don't know how long.
We're
3 years.
We're using some really good military grade elastic.
But it is eventually going to wear out. Elastic is the first piece that goes.
I would call it a consumable piece.
Yep. So we figured out a really simple way to make it user replaceable.
Yep.
And
we call these lockdown links.
Yep.
And basically every saddle will come with a set installed.
You can just pull them right out.
An extra pair. Yeah. You just
awesome.
Flip that down, pull it out, use a wire hanger, piece of wire, and just feed your new one in, and get the tension right, and you're good to go. So yeah, it's
and you can just suck that back up, and you're all set and ready to go. So that's the lockdown. We're excited to release at ATA. There's going to be a lot more stuff coming out about this here over the next few days as we show it off to more and more people at the booth. That's the overview. There's a lot more we could go into. We could talk for 30 minutes about it.
Yeah, and again, we didn't release a peep about this thing.
We did good. We did good.
Finally.
So check out the lockdown saddle. You're going to be hearing a lot more about it, and it's going to be released later this spring, early summer, and it's going to be around that $350, $400 price point. But you got to keep in mind that includes the saddle, the pockets, everything. Yeah. So the whole system is going to be around that $400 mark, not including the Predator pack. So that's lockdown. Thanks for checking it out.
Yep. Thanks, guys.